Viewers, welcome back to International Drama. Okay, the Parma section of this, it's gone. It's to be forgotten in many ways, but loved and remembered. But International Drama is not to be scoffed at. European Championships, big time, big games. Let's do this. So viewers, I thought I've picked the squad. We're like it's almost game day. We play tomorrow, but I thought I'd run you through the squad before we get there. So some names you might recognise: Hugo Lloris, of course, French hero at this point, 37 years of age, will get his 100th cap during the tournament. Tournament hopefully at some point. Dominique Zimmer, our French number one for this. Although Lloris is a very good goalkeeper, Zimmer is our number one. He's the PSG number one too, and he's also in the squad. Arnaud Habout, another player that you won't know. He's the third choice goalkeeper. You never know third choice goalkeepers, let's face it. Defenders come next, and I won't run you through all of them because there's quite a few familiar faces. Emre Can might be confusing to you, but moved to PSG, got French nationality. So yeah, he's played for PSG for ages, and we were able to snap him up into the French squad. In fact, he was already there when I arrived. Kurt Zouma, a player you will recognise, of course. He's at Monaco now, left Chelsea on a, do you know what? A long time ago. Actually went to Juve. Well, that slipped through my net. Samuel Umtiti, Raphael Varane, Laporte, Garnier, Jean-Claude, that you'll recognise, Morgan Charlie, and Lucas Denaye, who I still can't say his name, but he's in the squad. Probably going to be our starting left-back as well. After a very good season with Parma, he won the Champions League, don't you know? Anyway, let's move on to the midfielders. Actually, defensive midfielders, Paul Pogba and Seko Fofana, obviously one of the guys from Juve there, Paul Pogba, but very good on the game still. 31 years of age, but still an absolute titan of a man, and he'll probably start every single game for me, let's face it. Moving on to a few more midfielders, we're a bit weak, we're a bit light in the midfield department. Obviously, Emre Can can play that and will do, but Boga, Gerrard and Lagarde, Anthony Lagarde's probably going to play on a left wing position. It's going to be very interesting to see how he gets on there, being quite a good striker, quite a prolific striker for Chelsea, going to apply him on that left-hand side. And finally, the forwards, probably the most exciting area of the attacking midfielders. My mistake. There they are. Sergei Chiron, Patrick Boulet, Kingsley Coman, Hervine Ongenda, and Alexis Araujo. Ongenda, I've got a thing for. Obviously, we had him in the Swindon lot, had him at Real Oviedo at a stream save last year, and he's finally now with me at the European Championship. Chiron is obviously our key focal point. And finally, the attackers, only one man remains, and his name is Jean Monnier. He's in my 23. You might think, I thought he was injured, I thought he was out. 2 to 4 weeks, if we get to a final, who knows, you never know. Maybe our love affair with Monnier isn't quite over. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's the squad then. I like the look of it, you know. I think there's a lot of potential in here to do some wonderful things. Our midfield is the only place I'm a little bit worried about, considering this is international football and the turnaround is pretty quick. Anyway, today you actually do 3 games. I know, a turn up for the books with international drama. We're going to play all the group games. Our group, you might be thinking, who's in the group, Ben? You didn't ever tell us who was in the group. Oh no, I did. It was in Parma Drama. If you missed it, it was in Parma Drama. Denmark, France, Slovakia and Sweden is in our group. Got a Scandinavian field with Slovakia in there as well. Some of the other groups quite interesting. Italy, Belgium, Wales. Obviously we went through this before, but there we are. Little recap for you. The tournament's already kicked off. Italy off to a flying start with a 5-0 win against Latvia. Good, well done. And obviously this is in Italy, so I didn't even have to go anywhere. It was just a little train journey down to stadium. I could stay at home for most of this. It's fantastic, really. Not really in team spirit, but still fine. And obviously France have got a rich history in this competition, winning it in the year 2000. 24 years later, can I repeat the feat done by those French lads? I think probably yes, I bloody can. Anyway, on to the group games. The first one is up against Slovakia. Okay then, folks, you're going to have to get used to these names very, very quickly. Of course, some of them will be familiar to you. There's a few players here, though, that you might not recognise. If you've not been watching international drama, welcome. Welcome to international drama now. Zimmer in goal. Jean-Claude at right midfield. Varane, Umtiti, Denaye, Fofana, Pogba, Gerrard, Kingsley Coman, Lagarde, as I say, on the left-hand side, and Charlize Theron up top, leading the line. So 2 power players, Lucas Denaye in there with Chiron. Monnier, not quite fit for the bench yet, but it's only a matter of time. Our bench is also very strong, so I'm quite excited to see who we can bring on to make an impact. Their team looks exciting. So then, this is my first taste at international tournament football, and hopefully, well, I mean, it should go well. We're playing Slovakia, but if it doesn't go well, just pretend you've not seen it, okay? Right then, the games begin. Oh, bonjour. No, shit, I didn't even, hang on, it's my French phrase. Just in case we need to fire off any instructions, the phrase book's back. Lucky I found this, got dust on it. Not been a French manager for a little while. Oh no, Slovakia have nearly scored. Flip, that's not a warning sign there. Warning, attack incoming. It would be a shit sign. Come on then, Alphonse. Oh. I'm right in the spirit. Corner kick, Gerrard to put it in. Umtiti, front post, and he gets the French campaign. Headphone users, I'm sorry, but we were 1-0 up. Bien, that was good. Bien. I think that's how you say good. If it's not, très bien, very good. All the goods. Gerrard with the ball in to that front post, and Umtiti rises highest and heads home. Do you know what? It's always a defender that scores your first goal in an international tournament. Just my memory seems to think that. Okay, half time, and the only highlight really was the goal, which is, that's all right with me. If the highlights we have are only goals for me, that's fine, absolutely fine. I would like to be top of the league or top of the table before we go into games against Denmark and Sweden. I think Denmark and Sweden will be the tougher games. Sweden probably the most difficult. So if you can beat Slovakia, Sharon nearly got to goal, slid off the line. Then I think that puts us in good stead for the rest of the tournament. So let's see if we can do anything from this attack. Pogba back to Jean-Claude, ball in. I have to say it like that. Fofana back out to Jean-Claude, who puts it into the middle. Sharon hits the post. And the rebound should have scored really. And now Lulu puts it in. That's what I'm going to call him, Lulu, for the sake of this, rather than saying his name wrong. Lulu. Gerrard, ball in. Fofana's there. Lagarde is going to gather. Can we get it back into the middle? Not exactly. Now, the important thing to know in international management is keeping your squad fit. So Pogba's going to come off early doors. It looks a little bit early, I admit. I'm also going to take Sharon off. I want to keep them fit for later stages. Ongenda and Emre Can enter the field of play. I'm not worried about getting top goal scorer or anything like that, or best player. We're trying to win here, so we've got to keep the best players fit. Right, we're just going to switch it back down to standard. Not long to go. 10 minutes on the clock, and I'll tell you what, there's been no highlights. But as I said, if the highlights are any goals for me, that's absolutely fine. As the clock winds down, Baumgartner heads it, and France, we win our first game of the group stages. Anyway, on to the next game. It's against someone from Scandinavia. I'm not sure who. Okay, as if by magic, it's game day 2. France versus Denmark, and the team we've selected is slightly different. Morgan Joly is going to come in, as is Kurt Zouma. Everything else pretty much stays the same. Boga's come in as well for Kingsley Coman. Just keeping it fresh, keeping it active, So far, fitness is okay. A few players needing match fitness before the new season, and I'm happy to play them, frankly. Varane is the only player that needed properly resting, but I want to give my fullbacks a little bit of leeway. You know what? I'm just, as I say, fit squad is a happy squad, I've decided. So, into the next game. Right, Denmark won their first game against Sweden, so it looks as if they are going to be the closest challengers to us. Not too many names there that I recognise, apart from Christian Eriksen and Sisto, who I assume has had quite the career at Manchester United, funnily enough. Tried to sign him in the early years at Parma, but never seemed to get a hold of him. Christian Eriksen has been at Tottenham for forever, really. Good. I quite like to see that, not being swayed by a move. Or not good enough. I'm about to find out which one. Okay then, here we are, France 0, Denmark 0, as is the tradition at the start of football matches. So early stages, and Sisto is running away. Eriksen through ball, Zimmer with a good save. It was a weird shot. It didn't really make any sense, but so far so good. Joly with the ball to Boga. Sisto gets there straight away though. Eriksen now brings it forward. So far he's controlling the tempo of the game. We're all playing at his pace, which is not ideal when there's another lot of players out there. And I tell you what, Thomas Brogard has scored the goal. I quite like his name, Brogard. Thomas Brogard. It's a rasp. It rolls off the tongue. Brogard. Oh, I like that. Have I told you I like his name? I should let you know. Eriksen with a through ball, and their number 9 scores. Brogard. I'm saying it as much as possible. Right, we're going to switch to a counter-attack. Hopefully they don't score from said attack. Sisto puts it well wide. But yeah, I don't really want to lose this. It disrupts what goes on after this if we fail to win. I'm sitting with a header forward, and Bogart didn't quite get there. Eriksen, again, on the ball. We've got to get tighter to him, I think. Well, that was a good start, I guess. But so far he's dictating things. Fofana, though, I said, hey, that's enough. I'm sick of this. Pogba now. Ball forward to Gerrard, who's been a bit of he's been in most of my squads actually throughout international drama. For those that haven't been before, Sharon with a good chance, but fires over the bar. It's our first shot of the game, or second shot of the game. Need to do a little bit more. Oh, an injury. Boga has picked it up. I think Kingsley Coman is the right man to score. Oh no, Ongenda. Time for you to come on, my friend. As someone I've loved and cherished through the last couple of football managers, and hopefully you can do the business for me now. 2 up front. I feel like a goal is needed. Holly into Pogba. Gerrard now. If I'm saying names wrong, folks, I do apologise. Zouma into, I don't apologise, don't care. Umtiti to Lulu. Lulu now on this left-hand side. Lagarde, men in the middle. Sharon front post, and Sharon with the goal. Parma's man, Sergei Sharon, gets his first goal in international tournament football. So 1-1. France 1, Denmark 1. I'll say, as is the tradition, Lulu there doing the patented hand on head, quick get ready motion, and Jensen cannot keep out the Sharon effort as we move closer to half time. It's nice to still see Sergei Giron or Charlize Theron still scoring goals. So it gives me a warm feeling. Brogard, sorry, he was on the ball. Just doing my job. Free kick, Sisto with it, hits the post. Blimey, rarely do you see a free kick hit the post in such a manner. A little bit of a let-off, really. All right, 70 minutes on the clock, and I feel like we should make a couple of changes. I'm going to do the same change we did in the first game. Emre Can's going to come on for Paul Pogba, and can we change anything else? That's the question. Do you know what? I'm going to leave everything as is. I've had a think about it. I don't think anything else could be massively improved, or nothing else can go wrong. I feel like a win is on the cards. On Gender, 49th minute. What am I on about? We're in the 72nd. Jesus. Oh, maybe it could be now. Onjeta gets tackled from behind, and the ball is probably going to be cleared. Drakman at the back. There's some fantastic names in this Denmark team. Eriksson out to Kuthsk, a player who I have played with actually this year on Football Manager. Eriksson back on it. He really is. He's doing everything for them. Zuma's come across, completely missed the ball, and Brogard. I can't not. I'm sorry. I should stop. Sisto, corner ball, put in. Shan, close. Thompson's put it home. And the Danes take an unlikely lead. 2-1 now to them. If Sweden and Slovakia draw, that's the best result for us. But Sisto, ball in, and Emre Can tries to clear it. Then the keeper makes sort of a save, and then Thompson heads it, kicks it in. Not long to go. Literally, like a minute to go. Okay, we're going to lose. We're going to lose our group game against Denmark. Who bloody knew? Well, that is a turn up for the books. I do believe the top two go through, but that, frankly, is not good enough. It means now we go into our final game, knowing that a draw will be enough because of the draw between Sweden and Slovakia, but this isn't what I wanted. Not at all. Oh, Boga's now out for 3 months. That is quite the injury. Blimey. Okay, well, they've reacted negatively. Hold a team meeting. I will deal with this. There isn't a suitable reason to hold a team meeting. What are we doing here, then? This is one of the vaguest moments in Football Manager history. Ex-France star demands passion. A former France player said he wants France to show plenty of passion when they play Sweden in their crucial European Football Championship game. The ex-international commented that we don't know who it is. It could be anybody. I mean, speak up by all means, but say you are. So then, folks, 88,292 tickets sold for our upcoming clash against Sweden, and it's a game we have to win. Let's look at who the team's going to be. Right, now, this might look strange. We've gone back to the Swindon lot formation from very long ago. Zimmer in goal, Jean-Claude Varane, Laporte, Dene, or Lulu as we're going with, Fofana as the anchor man, Pogba and Shan in the middle, Araujo and Boulay Chiron make up the front three. Hopefully this can be a formation and a system that works quite nicely. There's only one way to find out. Probably not the best time to trial it, but I'm trialling it in the hope that we win. Now, they're playing a very defensive formation, a formation that I'm not that interested in. Denmark, France, Sweden, Slovakia, and the Swedes are deciding to play a 4-2, 2 wide, 2 up top formation. It's a 4-4-2, but with defensive minds. Well, that's fine. Okay, Lulu with the throw-in, Laporte, Chiron on the edge of the box, Chiron to Pogba, to Boulay, to Fofana, to Pogba, and there we go, finally, on the rebound, which you don't see so much in Football Manager, has a goal gone in. Pogba with it, France 1, Sweden 0, and we're dominant so far. Now, in theory, we beat Slovakia, and Slovakia and Sweden drew. So, really, it's a lovely little back heel. Fofana, it's a good save by the goalkeeper, who then tries to turn around, and then he can't believe what's happened. He cannot, but it's like he's in a house of mirrors. He doesn't know what the bloody hell's going on. I'll tell you, if we don't beat Sweden, I don't know what means. Okay, maybe a chance to come forward. Boulay on this right-hand side. He's got men to his left-hand side. Plays it all the way back to Emre Can, who can now potentially start an attack. Him and Pogba. Paul Pogba has just scored goal of the tournament. Is that an overreaction? It was bloody good. His 30th goal for France. Quite a high goal tally for a central midfielder. Emre Can, I cannot wait to watch this. Emre Can plays it to Paul Pogba, who just goes, yeah, why not? And smashes one in from all but 57 yards. Absolutely remarkable. Sweden 0, France 2. What a goal. And now the goals keep coming. Paul Pogba, he does all types of goals. Right foots, headers. Will he get a left foot? Will he get the perfect hat-trick? And we're 3-0 up. And I'll tell you what, it's looking good. The ball played in. Paul Pogba rises highest. The keeper's nowhere. It's 3-0 before 20 minutes even on the clock. Meanwhile, the Danes and Slovakia are drawing. If Slovakia can do us a favour, we will top the group, I think. Lulu on this left-hand side. We're going to party. This is party time at the European Championships. We're in Italy. And I tell you what, I'm buying pizzas for everyone, just like Claudio Ranieri is. There we are. Boulay at the back post. Lulu with the ball in. They failed to clear it, and it's almost an open goal for the lad. He can't miss from there, and he doesn't. Sweden 0, Parma 4. That's an error. I might have said that earlier on as well. It's in my brain. I'm so sorry. En français. As we go into half-time with the 4-0 lead, we can rest a few players, it seems, and I think it's time for the 100th cap. That's the Superman theme. Hugo Lloris is going to come on for his 100th cap at half-time. Meanwhile, I'm going to... I want to rest players, but this lack of central midfielders that I thought was a clever idea is now hurting me. We'll just wait and see. Paul Pogba needs to come off immediately. This is foolish. But he's on a perfect hat-trick. Shut up. He's got to come off. All right, let's change those two around and confirm. Pogba has to come off because if he's scoring 40-yarders, we need him. Maybe another goal for us. The ball's played in for Fana to Varane, who gets himself on the score sheet. Rafael Varane. I don't know if he's still at Real Madrid, but that makes it 5. And this is a romp. This is officially a romp. Oh, look at that. What a lovely flicky header. Little looper. Okay, Varane, quite far out. Plays it across. Sharon now on the ball. I don't know if he's even scored today. Did he get the first one? Potentially he did. Koeman now with the ball at his feet. Out to Lulu. Ball into the middle. Cleared. Emre Can though in a similar position to Pogba. Plays it back to Jean-Claude, who's now going to attack down this right hand side. Well, there we are. That's 6. I actually did a video on this formation. If you've not seen it, check it out. This is a formation that I like a lot and works really well if you have the right personnel for it. I looked at the French squad and I thought, do you know what, we can probably play this. And as we're now 6-0 up, I feel justified in my decision. I'll leave a link to the tactic you might not want it. I mean, it's a good tactic, but you might not want it. It's in the description down below, though, if you want to check it out. I'll call it 4-1-2-1-2 Magic. It's available on the Steam Workshop. You'll find it. Ball played in, and Hannah has scored. Good for her. That's got to be game. Signed, sealed, delivered. Well, nearly. Maybe a final chance. That looks like it's going to be it then. Sweden 1, France 6. And it's been a fantastic episode to begin the European Championships. Qualification is all but sealed. What we'll do now, though, is take a quick look at the draw to see who we're going to play in the second round. It's probably going to be quite a good team, so this could be a problem. Slovakia did draw, but it must go down to head-to-head because we didn't finish above Denmark. A shame. A very big shame. But we go into the next game looking good. Right, the squad have reacted positively. I wonder what the ex-pro thought. Like anyone gives a shit. Got a lot of nerve, hasn't he? Talking shit to me. I mean, become a manager. Show who you really are. Alternatively, Didier Deschamps, keep your mouth shut. I'm assuming it's him. He looks like a mouthy bastard. Ooh, that is a tasty fixture. There wasn't a draw as such, but France will play Belgium. Belgium are a very good side with some very good players. I'm not sure what their world ranking is, but I'm imagining it's high. 11th. Actually, not as high as I thought. I think we're slightly above that, are we? 6th. Yes, so we are slightly, we're a little bit above that, although our actual points aren't that dissimilar. So Belgium, the 11th place side. We don't have any Belgians in the Parma squad, so not any names that I would recognise personally, but a few names you will definitely recognise if you look at their squad. Courtois is still there, Alderweireld, Januzaj, Witsel, Origi, Lukaku, to name a few. Some of the bigger names aren't there. Yuri Tillemans is there, obviously a Football Manager hero this year. So then, tune in to next episode when we will face the Belgians. I think it's going to be good. So then, tune into next episode. We will take on Mark Wilmots' Belgian side, and hopefully it'll be a good game. So far, in international drama, so good. So, from me, Dr. Benji, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's international drama, a little bit different, a little bit longer, please leave a like if you want to see more. Subscribe to the channel. From me, Dr. Benji, we love with care. Au revoir.